Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today, on your daily starter, let's talk about the fact that everything is not all about talent. When we think that talent is the reason why people are better than us, I feel we are doing ourselves a great disservice. So, talent is not everything. Stop blaming everything on talent. Hello, friend. This is the voice of Ademola Morebise. Hello, friend. You see, we have to learn how to analyze situations objectively, right? A lot of times when we notice that someone is ahead of us, a lot of times we say, oh yeah, they got more talent than us or whatever, right? But I believe that, talent is not the only thing that makes somebody ahead of us. I think we tend to underestimate the amount of effort that you need to put into your talent, in order for you to achieve results at a certain level, right? I believe so much that we tend to underrate the fact that people that are more successful than us, people that are ahead of us in life, we underrate the amount of effort they put in. We tend to gloss over the amount of effort and the kind of labor required in order to become, ranked among the very best in our fields, right? I believe that, if there's somebody that is better than you, not just is better than you, there's a big chance that that person also works harder than you. And you have to admit, rather than continue to insist that you are working hard enough, rather than insisting that you are doing your best, rather than insisting that if not for talent, you would have outworked and maybe you would have been performing better than the other person. Now if you claim you are doing your best, I have no problem with that, right? You are doing your best, but then you have to consider, is your best good enough, right? So it's not just about doing your best, but is your very best, is it good enough? If your best is not good enough, then you probably have to try harder, isn't it? So if there's somebody out there getting the kind of results you don't have, right, it's probably because they are doing something you are not doing. They know something you don't know. They are doing something you are not doing. They are working harder than you. That is more likely the reason, as opposed to saying talent. Of course, I agree that talent can be a significant differentiator, but nevertheless, having talent is not enough. Talent is never enough, right? I mean, it's one thing to have talent, another thing to do the work required in order to make something good out of the talent. A lot of talented people, they've gone to waste because they failed to put in the work that is required in order for their talent to see the light of the day. And so we have to understand that labor is very important in getting results in life. If you want to get better results, then you probably need to work harder than you are currently working. And we tend to underestimate the amount of work required in order to attain a certain level of success. Okay? So you sit down and you think about these things and you consider, what kind of result do I want in my life? So don't say I am doing my best already. If your best is not producing the results required, then it does not count. Like, it means nothing, right? So you have to ask yourself, what kind of results do I need, and what kind of action do I need to take so that I can start getting this kind of results in my own life? So you have to figure out, how do you approach this thing? How do you approach this task? How do you approach this goal? That's the first thing that needs to happen. And then be ready to commit the amount of work that will be required. So for example, now you are reading a beautifully written book. Like, this book is well written book, right? Don't just say the author is talented. Also respect the fact that the author must have sat down and done extensive research, extensive work on that thing, because anybody that can write, right, can write a good book. That's what I believe. But there is the amount of patience and skill that goes into making a good book, for example. So don't just chalk it all up to talent, right? That this guy is massively talented and you don't have much talent, that is the reason why you are not able to write good books, when you're writing good books. That's not the reason, okay? The reason why someone has written a very fantastic book and you are unable to write the book, despite your best effort, is simply because somebody has refined his talent and invested the work required in order to go from this raw skill of just writing and produced a polished product, right? So there's a process that they've gone through. So don't chalk it all up to talent and claim you don't have enough talent, because that is a big lie. All right, I believe that anybody can do whatever they want to do. All right, without hiding under that camouflage of I am not talented enough. So if you've been thinking you're not talented enough, I urge you, why don't you do some research, do some inquiries, right? Like, are you putting enough work, right? Are you putting enough effort, enough labor? Are you adding enough labor to what you currently have? I'm so sure that if you work harder at the things you are doing, I'm so confident you're going to get better results. You're going to unlock a new level of success and progress. Why don't you repeat after me this morning? Say, God daily loads me with benefits. I am bold and strong. Every day, in every way, I am getting better and better. My name is Ademola Morebise. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Remember, you can lead a formidable life. Have a great day. Bye.